Hello, my name is Elijah Wells, and today's review is the Nee brothers' new movie, The Lost City. The story follows Loretta, who is a romantic novelist who largely makes adventure novels, presumably on the same veins as something like a Indiana Jones book, but she has been in reclusion for many years now, despite of her husband's death. After she had botched a book tour with her model friend played by Channing Tatum. She is played by Sandra Bullock. She is then kidnapped by an eccentric billionaire played by Daniel Radcliffe, who wants to find the Crown of Fire or Crown Fury in the otherwise shut off island in the middle Atlantic. And on the way, he meets Sandra Bullock meets Channing Tatum's personal trainer played by Brad Pitt, and they must find the Crown of Fury of Fire and return home to LA. This movie by the Nee brothers is already becoming a massively surprise hit after it premiered in the South by Southwest Film Festival in Texas. And also, I kind of actually really enjoyed this movie, to be honest. There was plenty of laughs to be held in the theatre. Even though my dad, I'm guessing, kind of zoned out for most of it and didn't recognize Brad Pitt when he entered the screen. Like, who is he? Like, dude, that's the guy from Fight Club. And also, I kind of like a lot of qualities in this movie, and I'm going to break it down for you. First of all, there's Loretta, who is played by Sandra Bullock, who again Sandra Bullock does a really great performance in this movie. I like a lot of her comedic roles in her films. Particularly, I really like 2013's The Heat, where she plays a very polite, easygoing cop compared to Melissa McCarthy's foul-mouthed and impatient a-hole of a cop. Yeah, I think she really does well in like contrasting characters development, as well as contrasting characters arcs as comedy as well. And also, I really like Channing Tatum's character, who's basically a model who's basically almost like a mascot for this series, for that fictional book series. But deep down, he's a dim-witted person who's downright really insecure about himself. And there's Brad Pitt's character, who is a trainer, his personal trainer, who is basically a mindfulness person who writes a lot of self-help novels and all that, and also really likes cryptocurrency, even though that's never going to be a thing in my books. And he's only in the movie for like 5-10 minutes tops, before, of course, spoiler happens. And of course, a lot of his scenes are really hilarious. Even though I kind of like his more like comedic chops, or like more dark comedy edge, particularly something like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood that came out like a couple of years ago. And I kind of like Daniel Radcliffe as his character, as this eccentric billionaire who will stop at nothing to get that crown of fury. He's basically almost trying to be really eccentric and gravitate to that one goal. Yeah, my dad kind of had this interesting critique of his character. Like, he did say that Daniel Radcliffe, as an actor, even though he does like some really eccentric characters post Harry Potter, but he doesn't feel like that much of a versatile actor to be an antagonist yet. Like, he hasn't done like a versatile range of good guy characters contrasting to kind of surprisingly minimal bad guy characters. And I actually ended up liking a lot of the comedy in the movie. Like, one scene when Channing Tatum's character has like leeches on the back of on his back after swimming in like some local lake. He's like, oh, it tickles, and there's like a couple leeches in his back, but a whole lot more on his bum. And Sandra Bullock like slowly and painfully like pulls him out, like, okay, it's all good in backside. And also, you turn around and becomes both horrified and fixated when Channing Tatum, what to say, implying that one of the leeches is on his dick. Which is, again, even though we don't actually see his leeching sucking on him carrot, But again, this is does play on some really clever like comedic picturing. I kind of have in my head like a leech like just sucking it off. Like it's just like, even though it's a bit of a crude and inappropriate image, it's just both gross and kind of funny at both at the same time. And also, throughout like the first half of the movie, he, even though both Channing Tatum and Brad Pitt dress up in very normal clothing attire and like military, and the hero who rides in a white horse saving a damsel in distress, Sandra Bullock's character dresses up like she's ready for a 70s disco themed party. Like basically this purple glam rock glittery onesie that she wore for one of the press tour stops that she completely butched. And also, there was also this running joke for like the first half an hour that it's basically that potatoes have feelings or something. Yeah, again, this is like that's some comedy I kind of really liked from it. I think it, even though I have some praise for this movie, I think there's a couple of criticism I have on the movie. Like, I don't feel Radcliffe again feels like he's a necessary person to be the bad person. Like, even though he's definitely trying to be more of like a douchebaggy, self-serving, really eccentric billionaire, I feel like a lot of his characters he plays are just the vibe the actor usually gives off is just way too likable for the character. Like, I just don't feel like I don't feel like the vibe that Daniel Radcliffe is trying to pull off from this movie, like be really evil bad guy who will stop at nothing to get this and that and that. Like, I feel like he's kind of a bit of a kind of feel like a clumsy clocks for the sake of it. Like, I feel like he's kind of only adds to the comedic relief to the movie in some sense. Like, everyone in that movie clearly has I can tell had a lot of fun filming this. Like, all these characters like bounce off each other and have some really great chemistry with each other, and the jokes work really well as like implied jokes as well as visual gags as well. The writing in this movie is pretty good. I really like the acting in this movie. Even though I'm kind of a little bit at odds, like having Daniel Radcliffe be the antagonist in the movie, I was maybe thinking of someone a little bit more menacing, like, I don't know, Benedict Cumberbatch, I guess. Like Daniel Radcliffe doesn't feel that much of a menacing person to like be the eccentric billionaire who bought like half an island just to get a crown or something. Like, again, the movie it's pretty great. To include, I actually kind of like the movie. Like, Dan Radcliffe's casting, even though he does a great performance in the movie, I felt like he's missing some sort of edge in the movie. But all in all, I liked it. Like the writing, the acting, the chemistry, the comedy. This is a really enjoyable time of the film. So I'm feeling a 7 to an 8 out of 10 for this one. And this is Elijah Wells. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and this is Elijah Wells, and bye!